Alright everybody, welcome back. It has been a while since I've done any build videos, between having the flu and work and waiting on the rest of the stuff to come from Skymaster. I just kind of took a little bit of break on the F-14, but I'm getting back to it. The nose section that they sent, paint, everything is great. Couple little minor things, you know, one side they put white lettering on the ejection seat triangles, and then on the other side they just left basically it clear, and the color underneath the black triangle shows through. Nothing major. I'm going to try to take some white paint and fill those in, and the hole pattern for the bolts that hold the nose onto the fuselage don't line up, so I had to do some adjustment there, which I've already done. I've got one hole that's still just a hair off, so I gotta enlarge that one side just to get the bolt in. I had to put the mount the front rails, mark the front hole, and drill the hole, and then I'll glue in some blind nuts on the inside. The other nose came with all that done. This one didn't. So, but simple stuff. And what I'm doing now is I've already drilled the holes for the nose. I went ahead and put the bolts in the back rail, or back hole of the rail on, lined up the front, taped it down. Then I put the my back rails on. Used a ruler, which you can see in the pictures on the build thread, to get them lined up with the front rails. Got the gap like I wanted it between the two rails based on some pictures I was looking at, and I went ahead and taped them down, drilled the holes for the two bolts per rail, and then I made sure that where I put this is behind this bulkhead here, because up here is the fuel tank, so you got to go behind that fuel tank. So I got it as far forward as I can, so the bulkhead is right here. And so I got one here, and then there's another bulkhead like right in this area here, and then this guy. So once I get what I'm going to do to the rails is I'm going to cut these bottom hole little access panels. I'm going to put some wood blocks on the top and the bottom, so you'll have like the little keyhole place for the missile that goes down and locks back. I'm going to put a piece of ply like those have in it. These are just solid layups. So I'm going to have a square block here for the 3mm bolt to sit against. And then once I get those mounted, I'm also going to go ahead, since I got this access hatch, I'm just going to put a piece of ply on the top as well. So when I cut these the keyhole, it'll have a piece of ply here for the bolt to lock into. These things are pretty brittle, you know, it's just glass and resin, you know, nothing crazy. So that's what I'm doing now. So let me get this flip back over. And I just taped off the area, so I think this should work. Yeah, that'll work. stinks. Let me cut the... Yeah, somebody mentioned a thread, started a thread today talking about having a shop. One of these days I'm going to have a nice shop, and I'm going to put a air system in it, you know, vacuum type system which will hook up to all the saws and the sanders. That way I don't have to use a stupid vacuum cleaner. But whatever works, right? So. And a little bit more noise. Alright, there we go. Oh. And you can get all the crud out of these inside of these rails too that they left. Like a little rock. Anyways, so now that I got these little access holes, these do have some ply in there. It's hard to see, but there's a piece of ply here and a piece of ply back here, so it's got something to kind of help support this portion of it, so it doesn't get all flimsy and you end up pulling and cracking stuff. So got that in there. Yeah, this one does as well. Clean out all this debris. But that's essentially it. So now that I got these guys, I'm just going to take some of this stuff, this thin ply that they make all their stuff out of, and just going to cut probably about a 1-inch square, put there, and there, and then also on the top side, I've got to line up the missile and find out exactly where I want to put the missile, and then I'll put, a piece in there that's longer with the keyhole, so you can kind of like this. Kind of hard to see there, but kind of like that little guy. So the missiles will go on there. But that's about it. That's what I'm working on tonight. I'm planning on spending the entire day tomorrow building. I just wanted to get the rails done tonight. That way I can flip the jet back over and start working on the installation of the main tank and get the nose going. I took all the turbines and everything back out just so I could get in there and put these blind nuts in for these two pieces. and also I'm going to go ahead and mount the tail hook. I don't know why they did it, but this portion of it has to be trimmed off, because you can kind of see there it sticks down further. So instead of cutting something into the fuselage, I'm just gonna cut those off and mount this thing on. I'm not making it functional right now, but it'll be able to be taken off and made functional later on if they want to do that, or if I ever get the get the idea to do it. But anyway, that's about it. You guys take it easy, and I'll get back to work.